5 minutes before I saw you, so
That was a rough, interesting day.
that was a fucking hard day.
We're here at the final day of the Tour de France with Davide Monlato rider Cadel Evans. And Cadel, I think in the end, top 5 is a good result for you. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think so. And those that don't agree with me, well, bad luck for them. No, you know, really here, all the guys in front of me and a lot of guys behind me had a lot stronger tour teams to help them in a lot of situations. I was really on my own for in a lot of critical moments, and that was a point where, when Pereiro's down the road or Floyd was away, that I didn't have a team to chase. And this year the constitution of the race, it was strange, and we can't control that because we're going for green jersey, because we're going for stage wins with the sprinters, and because we're not a big tour team like CSC or T-Mobile I think they're the strongest teams.
Okay. That said, you're on a team that had some divergent objectives. Do you need to be on a team that's more fully dedicated to chasing the GC to actually contend to win this race, you think?
To win the race, in this situation, as the way the race was this year, I really needed a team to do better. Okay. To win the Tour ever, I don't know. Maybe it'll change, but it depends on the race a lot.
Okay. Last one. What's left for you in 2006?
Whatever races. I'm not really thinking about it. I'm just thinking about getting through today right now. San Sebastian will be my next race that I'm actually thinking about going for a result, but we'll take that as it comes.
Okay. No Vuelta or Worlds or?
No.
Okay. We'll let you get off to sign in. Thanks for the time. Hi, and welcome back to the Tour de France. We're at stage 20 and joined by Chris Horner for the last time here. And Chris, I guess first of all, just congratulations on almost finishing this race. We'll assume that we'll get through today. And what does it mean to finish the Tour de France?
Yeah, it's a great day today just to get to this point, especially for me. I've had just so many obstacles. This whole tour has been black cloud over me. Even in a time trial yesterday, had flat tires, had the handlebars come loose, had to change bikes, ride the road bike in, dislocated finger, all the accidents. Everyone's heard those stories and stuff. So it's been an effort this year to make it through. Last year was a bit easier. I think I had about one real bad day last year, but that was about it. So it's a good moment right now. Ready to get back home, see my kids, see my girl, and that's it. This is the last of the Horner Diaries. So we're wrapping her up. It's been a fantastic tour, though, like we talked about from the beginning. There's been drama all the way to the last days, and Floyd really put on a show for everyone. Levi had good rides on one spectacular day trying to put on a show there, and Americans did a good job in general.
Okay. Speaking of Americans, Floyd was asked this question yesterday. Do you think there is something innate about the American sports psychology that makes them successful in this race? Because all of a sudden, obviously, a lot of the credit goes to Lance Armstrong, but you've got, presuming Floyd gets through today unscathed, 11 of the last 20 Tour de France winners hailed from across the pond.
Yeah, it's getting pretty impressive now, but you got to remember, for the Americans, this one is really the big show for us.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of tension in the States on any of the bike races other than the Tour de France. So when the Americans are coming here, there's a lot of prestige for the Americans to get to the Tour de France, and then a lot of motivation, of course, to win it, because there is so much prestige there. But you look at, especially taking the riders, if you win a World Cup race over here, it's huge for a European to win a World Cup race. But it wouldn't mean a whole lot if someone like myself won Flanders. In terms of going back to the States, and the cycling community would be huge, but in terms of just the people in general, it wouldn't mean a whole lot. But if you win the Tour de France, all of a sudden everyone knows who you are.
Right. I guess you're not going to be selling Subarus if you win Flanders.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Well, let's talk about down the road. First of all, today, a stage that surely Robbie would love to win. He's in the green jersey. Oh, yeah. He's riding a green bike. Is that the objective for the team today?
Absolutely. Okay. Full field sprint for Robbie McEwen is 100% the objective for the team. Sure, it will be for a few other teams too, because there's some teams out there that are missing that stage win, and they're going to want to try for a sprint. So it should be pretty fast and a good, exciting race right at the finish there. Yeah, hopefully a little parade going in. It's really dangerous, these roads going into Paris and stuff like that, so wouldn't be too fun racing full gas through these particular roundabouts and all that. Hopefully it's just a nice parade going in, and then a really solid 60K of bike racing.
Okay. You talked about wanting to get home, back to the girl, back to the kids. Is there anything left for you to accomplish on the bike this year? Maybe coming back over for Worlds in Salzburg, or maybe with some of those fall classics?
Oh, absolutely. For me, in honesty, I mean, it's just the Tour de France, so I really enjoy my time here, but I haven't really accomplished much here other than the main objectives for the team, but no personal objectives. The team objectives were big, though, with the green jersey and with Cadel riding top 10. Honestly, I thought I came in here with really good form where I could ride just behind Cadel on GC, just following up, assuming he wasn't, going to have the leader's jersey or something like that. I thought I'd ride a pretty good tour. And with the injuries and accidents, all that kind of stuff, was putting a big damper on my personal objectives at the tour. But you always got to put the team objectives before the personal objectives, which I've done this year, which I've done my whole career anyways. So I would like some more personal objectives during the year. I've had a good season with the win at Romandy, and had good Paris-Nice, top 10 there, top 10 at Liège, best on Liège. But I still have good races left with Tour of Spain, with Lombardy, World Championships. So definitely there's still some more objectives for me during the year.
Yeah, I think like what I've heard of the World's course is that it sets up like something you could do well on. Maybe like Redlands, but a lot harder. One of those days. Yeah,
that's what I hear too. So I'm looking forward to it. I've already talked. I'm assuming I talked with Tom Schuler. I'm assuming he was going to be the director again there this year, and I said, make sure you save me a spot because I'll be motivated.
Okay. All right, Chris. With that, we'll wrap up the Horner Diaries. I really appreciate it. It's been a pleasure, and good luck and stay safe out there today.
Thanks for your time and thanks for watching.
Hi, back at the Tour de France with American Levi Leipheimer. And Levi, I just wanted you to kind of sum up the tour. I know things didn't always go the way you wanted, but at the end of the day, not a horrible tour for you.
No, whatever. I mean, it didn't go the way I wanted. I tried for a stage win pretty hard a few days and came close, but it's been a strange tour, and I think a lot of people had to get their bearings after the Armstrong era, and some people were given rope, and I don't think that's going to happen again in the next few years.
Okay. Obviously, you'll be back here. You still feel like this is a race you can win?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. You think sooner rather than later?
Well, I'm not going to wait 10 years, but yeah, in the next couple of years, I hope.
Okay. What comes next for you this season?
Well, I do a few criteriums and then Tour of Germany, and then go back home.
No Worlds or anything like that?
I might do the U.S. Pro Championships if I'm still ticking, but no Worlds, no.
Okay. Thanks for the time.
Yeah.
With a very popular George Hincapie here at the final stage of the 2006 Tour de France. And George, kind of just been going around and talking to all the Americans, and just wanted you to sum up this tour and what you take away from it.
Well, it was a disappointing tour for me personally. I started off really good and just couldn't quite hold on to my form. But we're proud. We kept trying. We did our best, and that's really what's important.
Do you think you come back in 2007 with similar objectives, or maybe go back to just hunting stages?
I don't know. We'll see. Some days in this tour I thought I wasn't coming back at all, so I just need to think about what I'm going to do, and I'm not going to make any decisions right now.
But when you say not coming back at all, is that a reference to the bigger picture?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I just, like I said, I don't want to make any decisions right now. And the Tour is such a great race, and it's just so important for us to be here and to do well that it'd be hard for me not to come back and race like that. At the same time, who knows? I just need to talk about it with my family and see if I'll have a different objectives. But right now, it's not the time to make any decisions.
Fair enough. Last one. What's left for you this year? Any maybe World Championships or any of the Fall Classics?
No, I'll probably race a lot in August, do San Sebastian, Anico Tour, and then National Championships back in Greenville. And then I'll decide after that whether or not I do the Worlds.
We obviously all hope you stick around for another year, but until then, we'll wish you best of luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. Hi, welcome back to the Tour de France. We're at the final stage here just on the outskirts of Paris with American Christian Vandeveld. And Christian, just been going around to all the American riders here at the Tour and asking them just sort of general synopsis of the Tour, and you've obviously had a really good one.
Yeah, I'm very happy with my Tour. Tour as a whole it's been great. I think it's, especially from the outside looking in, had to be a lot of fun to watch, whereas Lear's Pass maybe a little bit more boring and more controlled, and Floyd has definitely left his mark this year, and it's made it a lot of fun to watch.
Okay. What's next for you this year? You look at Worlds, Tour of Spain. What's left on your schedule?
I got a whole lot of nothing. I've been
Good for you.
I've been running hot for a while now, and so I have a pretty lax schedule. I have some fun races, Tour of Britain, Hessen Rundfahrt, and I get to go back to Chicago and do a Elk Grove Criterium. So I'm really looking forward to doing that.
Okay. Let's look way ahead. 2007 Tour de France. Do your objectives, by what you've accomplished here this year, do you come in here with maybe some loftier goals a year from now?
I definitely, turned over a new leaf, this year, and I just hope to build on that. I'm not setting myself up for disaster or anything like that. I'm not going to say maybe top 10 next year. I'm not saying anything like that. I just want to just build on what I've done this year.
It's perfect. They're ringing the bell for you guys to get out to the start, so we'll let you go.
All right, thank you.
Les deux hommes continuent de se 6 tours de l'arrivée avec Wegman et Veuclair. Voilà les deux hommes en tête. Derrière, il y a donc Jens Voigt, Starloza. Des rouleurs lancent à la poursuite. Puis nous avons les cours donc de l'équipe et tout le peloton. Les écarts, bien évidemment, sont réduits, mais la sortie de Jens Voigt est bien évidemment celle de Starloza. C'est évidemment inquiétant pour les deux hommes de tête qui vont peut-être laisser revenir. Eh bien, voilà, et Jens Voigt, le cours de l'équipe CC. Ses anciens compagnons d'échappée ont été réduits, mais lui reste pour le moment, ce qui confirme bien évidemment. Tony Charteau de l'équipe Crédit Agricole qui avait gagné un au Tour de Catalogne. C'est ce qu'il est convenu d'appeler une belle échappée qui est emmenée actuellement donc par l'équipage de l'équipe Euskadi, Eldor Hernandez. Le peloton, voilà, qui passe à quelques 5 tours de l'arrivée en attendant le passage du peloton. L'écart s'est creusé. Y a-t-il une formation dans toujours les coureurs?
Ils augmentent leur avance. Ils augmentent leur avance. Ah oui, une nouvelle échappée, vous l'avez dit. Ils sont 15 coureurs en tête et pour l'instant ils ont 30 secondes d'avance. 30 secondes d'avance sur le peloton et 15 secondes sur 3 coureurs qui sont à leur poursuite. 30 secondes d'avance. C'est le podium du jour sur les Champs-Élysées. c'est le podium du jour pour l'instant.
Du Danemark, Patrice Merle, bien sûr, le président de Maurice Organisation, Christian Prudhomme, le directeur du Tour de France, Jean-Marie Leblanc, directeur général délégué d'Amaurice Organisation, Craig Roberts Stapleton, ambassadeur des États-Unis, également présent dans la tribune Naïmé Elisabeth.
Voilà donc Robbie McEwen, triple vainqueur d'étape sur les routes du Tour de France 2006, avec son fils qui espère bien un jour être le maillot vert PMU du Tour de France.
Oh oui, dans les années 2020, sans doute pas bien avant, en tout cas félicité par Jane Madden, chargée d'affaires de l'ambassade d'Australie, à l'instant même, en présence bien sûr des hôtesses du PMU et de monsieur Benoît Parlos, après la remise du maillot par Jane Madden, chargée d'affaires de l'ambassade d'Australie. C'est monsieur Benoît Parlos, directeur général délégué du PMU, qui remettra bien sûr le trophée. Il attend son tour avec plaisir et en même temps un petit peu d'impatience, c'est légitime. Donc monsieur Parlos, directeur général délégué du PMU, pour remettre donc le trophée du PMU à Robbie McEwen, donc félicité par la chargée d'affaires de l'ambassade bien sûr d'Australie, mais aussi les hôtesses du PMU et monsieur Benoît Parlos à l'instant. On peut l'applaudir très fort, Robbie McEwen.
Voilà, Robbie McEwen, il y a d'ailleurs 2 Australiens parmi les 3 premiers de l'étape du jour. Robbie McEwen, c'est la preuve par 3 victoires d'étape sur les routes du Tour de France, supermarché champion. Voilà Michael Rasmussen qui a habillé son enfant en pois rouge. Voilà les hôtesses supermarché champion qui félicite celui qui est pour la 2e année consécutive.
Dernier directeur général des supermarchés champions sous les applaudissements du public de Paris.
Voilà Michael Rasmussen, applaudi par le public. C'est vrai que lui aussi a signé de bien belles performances sur les routes du Tour de France et en particulier dans l'étape de la Toussuire. Voilà, eh bien c'est le néophyte du Tour de France, Damiano Cunego, le coureur italien qui est donc maillot blanc, meilleur jeune du Tour de France 2006, maillot blanc donc parrainé par
Tesler lui remet avec l'aide de Bernardino, quintuple vainqueur du Tour de France et chargé des rations extérieures du Tour, le maillot blanc. Et donc dans quelques instants, Jean-Marc Prince, directeur Skoda France, après que les hôtesses bien sûr donc de Skoda Auto aient fait la bise et remis des fleurs, et bien c'est monsieur Jean-Marc Prince, directeur de Skoda France, qui a remis le trophée Skoda donc.
Voilà, Damiano Cunego, donc meilleur jeune de ce Tour de France 2006. Vous avez raison, dans une lutte intense, puisqu'il n'y a que 36 secondes d'écart entre la combativité, le prix Brandt de la combativité. C'est l'Espagnol David de la Fuente, vous ne le connaissiez pas ou peu avant le départ du Tour de France, et il a fait preuve d'un superbe tempérament.
De la combativité, les applaudissements des Champs-Élysées de Paris.
Voilà David de la Fuente, un nom qui nous est devenu évidemment de vainqueur du Tour de France 2006. Vainqueur du Tour de France 2006, Floyd Landis.
Voilà, Cadel Evans qui va être récompensé dans quelques instants par Jean-Marie Leblanc, directeur général délégué d'Amaury Sport Organisation, accompagné de M. Bertrand Delanoë, maire de Paris, remise de ce maillot jaune à Floyd Landis. Voilà effectivement Jean-Marie Leblanc donc, qui va mettre le maillot jaune de la tunique de vainqueur effectivement à Floyd Landis.
Eh bien, où il passe la main pour le Tour de France, qui dirige depuis 1988. Jean-Marie Leblanc vient donc de remettre le maillot jaune, excelle de premier au classement général et de vainqueur à Floyd Landis, 11e victoire des États-Unis d'Amérique.
Voilà, monsieur Christian Dubilet, directeur général LCL, lui a remis le lion, bien sûr, qui symbolise la victoire. Les hôtesses LCL font bien sûr la bise avec la remise du bouquet à Floyd Landis, accompagné lui aussi bien d'une enfant ravi d'être sur le podium protocolaire des marches du Tour. Donc monsieur Dubilet, directeur général LCL, ravi lui aussi d'avoir remis le petit lion à Floyd Landis.
Voilà, Floyd Landis que nous saluons bien évidemment. Avec Michael du Valère, deuxième et troisième, Andreas Klöden, équipe de mobile Allemagne.
Voilà, effectivement, eh bien, dans quelques instants, nous aurons la montée des drapeaux et l'hymne, bien sûr, mais avant, eh bien, les félicitations de M. Craig Roberts Stapleton, ambassadeur des États-Unis, sous les yeux de M. Jaime Elisabetsky, ministre délégué des Sports de l'Espagne, et en présence également de M. Frédéric de Saint-Cernin, ancien ministre et conseiller du président de la République. Mais avant,
voilà,
Daniel...
mesdames, messieurs, votre attention pour saluer la victoire de Floyd Landis, États-Unis d'Amérique, place maintenant à l'hymne national des États-Unis d'Amérique. Le vainqueur du Tour de France 2006, Bernard Hinault, le quintuple vainqueur du Tour de France, lui présente maintenant le micro et, mesdames, messieurs, votre attention, Floyd Landis s'adresse à vous.
Thank you, everybody. Can't believe in most of all my team. When things weren't going so well, they kept fighting and never stopped believing. And secondly, this one is dedicated to Andy Reese, the most important guy behind this team and the happiest guy here today, I think. Thank you to all of you.
D'abord un grand merci à l'équipe de M. Frédéric de Saint-Cernin, ancien ministre et conseiller du président de la République. Le vase de Sèvres, la coupe de Sèvres qui récompense le vainqueur, donc la coupe de Sèvres du président de la République et bien sûr les trophées donc ASO avec nos hôtesses. Et nous rappelons bien sûr que M. Craig Roberts Stapleton, ambassadeur des États-Unis, est très fier de Floyd Landis sous les yeux. Donc M. Jaime Elisabetsky, ministre délégué des Sports de l'Espagne. Donc bravo encore à Floyd Landis, un champion heureux. Bientôt podium.
Bientôt podium, on peut saluer Floyd Landis, vainqueur, Oscar Ferrero deuxième et Andreas Klöden à la troisième place. C'est le podium du Tour de France 2006. Bravo messieurs.
Voilà, tout le monde va redescendre bien sûr avant d'aborder une autre montée sur le podium protocolaire, Daniel.
Voilà, effectivement, on a parlé tout à l'heure d'équipe. Voilà l'équipe lauréate, l'équipe T-Mobile avec Andreas Klöden, Giuseppe Guerini, Sergei Yonchar, Mathias Kessler, Eddie Mazzolini, Michael Rogers et Patrick Sinkiewicz.
Voilà, alors que M. Jean Pitalier, donc président de la Fédération française de cyclisme, M. Heinrich Wilhelm Beuth, ministre plénipotentiaire de l'ambassade d'Allemagne, félicite bien sûr l'équipe T-Mobile, en présence évidemment de M. Laurent Boudet, président Intersport France, M. Laurent Boudet.
Voilà, je pense qu'évidemment il faut le temps pour Daniel de rejoindre la bulle.
Yes, right now that's the plan. And speak French.
Ok. Est-ce que vous dédiez votre victoire à quelqu'un, Floyd? Amber, sans doute.
He's been through some hard times with his team, but he stays dedicated and stayed focused and believing we can win the tour, and he deserves it.
Ok. Congratulations. Bravo, merci. Merci beaucoup.
McEwen.
Anymore. It's mental as well. It's a very tough competition. It's everyday concentration, stress, and the other guys decided it was too much for them, and that created a gap down to the second place rider. So, gave me a really good buffer, and I could relax a bit for the green jersey the last few days.
What did it feel like to wear the yellow jersey on the Champs-Elysees?
To be honest, I'm very tired right now, but it feels quite good. I think I'll be happy about this for a long time.
How do you feel about next year? Because next year, only thought the team better, stronger.
Next year is a long way off. I'm going to be happy about this for a little while first.
And how quickly are you going to look at maybe the hip operations?
Yeah, within the next few months, I will have it done and should be better off. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
What's going to be your lasting memory from this tour?
A lot of the tour, the whole thing.
Tu veux?
He's won the prologue and he's won the last stage, so he's had a fantastic tour as well.
And if you continue winning this year, see a couple more years, it seems you have the year.
Did you already realize it?
I don't know yet. I'm not sure. I'm a little bit tired. Probably not.
Why did always the Americans win this game?
I don't know. We have an obsession with it. It's a beautiful race, and we love it. And I think it's partly thanks to Lance that I'm here because I was part of his week. So I can't say. Thank you.